It's like not even coming unplugged. Motherfucker. Okay. Well, sorry guys. Besides, you can use my $20 to buy some pie. Yep. Let's kill this mic like the play. So, yeah. I mean, it is, Dak. That's what we were talking about. It's time to cut the cord, Alec. Yeah, it probably is. Anyways, so, yeah. We're in round 3 right now. And what's going to happen, if anybody doesn't know, is I'm going to play both of these clips, and you guys are going to type !vote, and then the number of the play you want to vote for. So for this one, it's going to be !vote 1. For this one, it's going to be !vote 2. And you can also do shorthand !V or !Y, and then the number of the play. So it's only 2 plays, so none of the other stuff is relevant. So I'm just going to get into it right here. So getting into some Anthony Jeselnik comedy territory. Yep. Man, I gotta refresh my Jeselnik. I haven't watched any of his work in a while. But yeah, all right. So first up is vote 1 for who is this? Ease. Shit, what was the actual pay? I'm just gonna go with pass play. Oh, yeah. Pass into corner double. That's what this is. A double. So Ease and Morton Moxify pass into a corner double is going to be vote 1 for this one. Vote 1 for this one here.
Seconds left on the clock. 30 seconds left on the clock.
So that's vote 1 there. Pause. It was actually pretty clever, 6-9. So that's vote 1, and then we also have vote 2 here for motherfucker. Who is this one? Demoqz. Banana Man 2 Easy. Shin RL. 5-point pass play. And looks like we got some extra spaces in there. Let's just clear that up. So yeah, this is going to be vote 2 for this one here. Vote 2 for this one. And tie game, 2 minutes left. So that's vote 2 right there for this one. Farbot, you are new here, so you can't vote yet. In order to vote, you kind of have to be like initiated into the process, which happens in the earlier round. We got a lot of people like showing up and voting for their friends and stuff in the final round, so you can't just like show up and vote in the final round. You got to already be a member. So I will take your vote 1 into consideration. We don't do things by like raw score. We do it by kind of consensus. So feel free to argue why you think number 1 is better, and you're welcome to like share your opinion, and it will matter and shit. But you can't actually vote until you come for an earlier round. Anyways, what are you guys saying here? +1 for pass, +0 for double touch, +0 for style, +1 for speed, -1 for defense. Yields 1 on Wacon's judgment of the other one. +4 for passes, -2 for defense, -1 for speed, +0 for being basic. Yields 1 on this one. Wacon saying they are tied. 6-9 saying vote 1. Too many passes, poor defense. I hate it. Orion saying my problem with 2 is I could link you God knows how many videos from Jazer's YouTube channel which have similar if not better passing plays in exactly the same context. Yeah, but not from today, you know? Like today I think this was the best pass play. I agree with you that like there were other better ones, but I didn't see anything that competed with this today. I mean, you know, we do occasionally knock out plays because they're really common things. But like, I wouldn't call this really common. It's just something that happens. Definitely there are better versions of this out there, but today I feel like this was the best passing play I saw by a mile. Dak going for number 2. Bat saying, "You kidding? 6'9". The passes were good. They got a couple. The passes were good. They got a couple defenders pre-jumping off the passes." There's a lot of question marks in that sentence, and I don't know how to handle them. But Bat likes this play. 6'9" saying, "Nope, it's garbage. No one challenged." Dak saying, "The first play is just a stylish double touch. Don't understand why it's any better than the one we cut or the passing play." And that's a pretty good point too in response to Orion's argument that there's a bunch of Jazer videos where he does this shit. Like, are there Jazer videos where he hits double touches? Probably not, because he wouldn't include... If Jazer hit this shot, he wouldn't even include it in a montage. That's why you don't see this as often. I mean, everyone's talking about how great that pass was. That's not even that great of a pass. It's just sort of hitting the ball downfield, and his teammate, you know, is able to get to it. And then he's just got ages and ages to hit that double touch. I don't know, man. Or because this isn't a good clip. Hey, buddies, I'm going to sleep. It's 1:36 a.m. right here. Have a good one. Yeah, take it easy, Demvo. What's your vote, by the way? You're on number 2? Okay. You mean to tell me 6 passes got off with no one on the defense touching it? Get the fuck out. This is poopy defense. I mean, there's no defense on this one either. I don't think you can make a defense argument one way or the other. This one's a 2v2 where the defense was a little too far up and didn't have time to retreat. The other one's a 3v3 where the, you know, what's going on with the defense in this one? Why aren't they challenging? Yeah, I don't really know what the defense is doing here either. I mean, the other one, at least what the defense is doing is makes sense and they just get beat. And this one, it honestly feels like they're just deer in the headlights, no idea how to deal with all these passes. I don't know, I'm still leaning towards this one, honestly. But I take your point, the defense is pretty poopy. Orion saying this is very common at high level. This could happen on any day. Wacon saying just like a double touch from the corner. Fairboss saying you can go into any Jazer video and see something better than clip 2. Okay, cool. Good for Jazer. I don't see how that's relevant to the conversation we're having. You can go into any Jazer video and see something better than clip 1. And also, that's not the standard that we use. Be like us nominating the best flick from every day. Yeah. I mean, you know, I don't personally like flicks, and I am largely responsible for what gets on the show, but, you know, I think passing plays are better than flicks. I think flicks are sort of, you know, generic, just like mash buttons, basically, and then hit the flick. Whereas passing plays require like teamwork and coordination, which are significantly, you know, more valuable skills for Rocket League. So I just like passing plays more than flicks, and this is a good passing play, so that's my justification for it. I actually did throw in the best flick I saw today, and you guys said it wasn't that cool, and people thought this one was cool, so. And Jazer takes ages to get those passing plays. In fact, I hit 2 corner double touches today, one of which was almost the same speed. Jazer actually loves corner double shots and guarantee would go nuts if he scored this. Maybe. Could have stopped the passes with something like that double touch? Nah. Okay. Pat saying 6'9", the first defender got removed from the game because of the sorta lucky 50. Then the third man had no boost, so the second man couldn't challenge. And they got the second man pre-jumping off a pass. So when they finally shot, the third man didn't have enough boost. He's still just kind of sitting there, man. I really feel like he could do something to be useful instead of just like hanging out by the post. Yeah, I don't know. If we're going for a freestyle play, then the one we cut is much better than the double touch in terms of defense, mechanics, and style. If we're going for a legitimately nice play, then 2 is leagues ahead of everything else. 6'9" saying 6 chances to interfere in nothing. At least in one, they didn't even have a chance. Bat saying, look at their positioning, though. They are far too far from the ball to even make a decent challenge before they hit the ball. That sounds like something they should do something about, right? That sounds like bad positioning more than, well, impossible to stop play. So they didn't expect the 50 to go straight to the Blues teammate. Well, then that sounds like luck. I don't know. I'm not really sure how I feel anymore. I still just really don't like number 1. So I'm still torn. I just don't really like either. 6-9, someone does challenge, like, at least that last pass. And then if you're saying 6 passes, then the first one gets challenged. There's 5 unchallenged passes. There's 4 unchallenged passes. And to be fair, like, 3 of them happen way out at midfield. And you know, it seems like a reasonable assumption that the one guy doesn't have boost. I mean, I agree with you that this defense could be more aggressive and probably could have stopped this play. I think you are overstating the extent to which that is true. Dax saying defenders on 1 look like bots. They do literally nothing to challenge the double touch or save it. Like bots, you mean ghosts, invisible. What can you do in that situation, though? This isn't can Jazer do it better? No, it is not. If the third man had more boost, he could have saved it. I'm thinking the third man would have wanted to go for boost, but didn't want his teammate in net by himself when a passing play was happening. That is a big assumption, Bat. Like, you are assuming a lot there. He is right about that. It's unchallengeable. They didn't have time to fix their positioning. This play is far better than one anyways. Dude, they sat there and watched. How could I overstate the laziness in this clip? Challenge the fucking ball. Fireboss saying, honestly, pushing passes in the midfield would put them even more out of position. Bat saying they don't have enough time to challenge. Wakon saying that's what they should do in 1. Challenge the fucking ball. Yeah, it's one of these days where there's just 2 bad plays and no one likes anything. I don't know, it's a decent angle. I don't know, guys. I'm really torn. 6-9 saying, where would he challenge that? Orion saying it's impossible to stop 1 from happening. It's very possible to stop 2. Wakon saying nothing is unchangeable. Fireboss saying the guy in the gold card definitely put himself in a bad spot, but so did the furthest back car in the first clip. 6-9 saying that's a great offensive counter. Bat saying he should have went on near post wall. I don't know what issue you're having with the people in 1, Dak. What are you expecting, like, better players to do? You keep saying people in 1 are literally bots. What would, like, you know, a better player do here? This guy retreats, like, as soon as he can. I don't know what happens to him while we're not always off camera. Does seem like he kind of should be in net by the time this ball gets there, but isn't for some reason. Yeah, what happens to this guy? Why does he not make it back in time? This guy seems like he is dead on to get in position and stop this. And you know what it is? I think he sees it going to the corner, assumes this guy can't get this touch, and fucks off to go be like 10 feet out in front of the net. I'm still not sure he saves it, even if he comes and like chills right here. Like, it's still a really nice shot, but it does seem like that orange guy could have definitely done a little bit more. Better players couldn't even stop that. They got caught with a great attack. I guess a better player would be on the backboard. Yeah, I mean, I don't think he has time to get up to the backboard. 6-9 saying there's no time for them to do anything. Fireboss saying, would it have been a goal had the person in number 1 just shot the ball straight off? Yeah, but I don't know that he can get up for that in time. It seems like, you know, he's doing all he can just to knock it downfield. And again, maybe that orange guy can stop it if he just puts it right on net. But saying, isn't it literally the exact same thing with 2? They don't have enough time to do anything. Wakon saying he could have smashed into backboard off corner bounce. No. You talking about the orange guy? I'm not sure what you mean by that. I mean, I wouldn't have played it differently. I would have expected the pass, not a shot. That's why we aren't pro. Guy's literally just stupid and underestimated his opponent. I don't know if that makes him stupid, but it does seem like that is the mistake he makes here. I would have expected a backboard pass, to be honest, but underestimated for sure. Yeah, I'm with Wakon. What's up, hi? Alright, so how are we looking in votes right now? We got only 6'9" and Orion on number 1. And then Dak, Bat, Demville, and Wacon on number 2. So 2's at 240 to 1's 200. 2's got 4 to 1's 2. Looking like a junior prize. Anybody who's, sitting on the sidelines want to hop in one side or the other? Ooh. What just happened? Looks like Bears just on the website went for number 2. Okay, did I miss that in chat somewhere? No, I don't miss them anymore because they all pull at the bottom. Ryan saying the thing that throws the defense is the speed and the unpredictability. Even top players would struggle to prevent this from happening in the same position. Dak saying if he has boost, he could challenge the hit, which would almost for sure make the dude screw up such a difficult touch. It's an interesting point. Doing all right, hi, we're hanging in there. Speed and unpredictability trumps stupid passing without being challenged. I don't get why everyone is so down on number 2. Like, to me, I feel like we're looking at 2 plays with negligible defense. And so I'm looking at, like, what is actually done by the offense in the clips to make my comparison. And in this one, I see, some good, really solid passing. Like, okay, fine, the defense could have been better and they could have challenged more, but I don't know that changes the outcome of this one either. Like, where is the moment where the orange team challenges and cuts this play off midway, I don't see the point in this play where that happens. Like, there's that challenge where he loses the 50. I mean, he just kind of misses the ball a little bit, but it is a 50, isn't it? It's a poor 50 from this guy, but it is a 50-50. And that sends it over to his teammate. Teammate hits it to his other guy midfield. No one in range of challenging before he just immediately passes it over to this guy. Even if this dude here attacks straight at the ball, this guy probably beats him to it. And then now Morgs is just alone in the backfield. So he throws it back to Shin. Shin is, back, so he's totally open. And then he throws it to the guy off to the side. That is challenged, but he can't get there in time. And again, I would like it if that guy over on the far post, made a little bit more effort to stop the ball, but I think he sees his teammate going for it and is kind of caught flat-footed when his teammate can't get there. I don't really see a better defense making much of a difference in this one either. I don't know. If we're saying, world-class defense, I think a world-class defense has a chance at stopping either of them. But as it is, I don't think either defense has any chance at stopping either of them, so it's a negligible defense situation. And we're looking at a 5-point pass play versus a nice double touch. And for me, I take the 5-point pass play in that situation, even if it's kind of slow. Yeah, I can't get behind 1 even if it was good. It's just a double touch with speed to me in 2s. Yeah, exactly, Wacon. I think once number 2 got started, the defense was unable to do anything. Yeah, exactly. I have serious issues with number 1 winning anything, and this is coming from someone who loves stylish freestyle play. Yeah, did I show 1 yet? Hi, I forget if I've showed 1 since you showed up again, but I'll put it back on while I catch up with chat. Because there are 3 people sitting in front of the fucking the shot, and no one does a fucking thing. Looks like a GC C3 carrying some shitters in casual. Are you joking? First fucking guy in front of the D challenge and got an unfortunate 50. Yeah, I think you're being incredibly unfair to the defense in 2, 6'9". I think you're expecting them to have superpowers and to be able to see the future. And I'm not sure, but I don't think they have either of those things. At least they tried to do something in 2. Is that not 1 also? In 1 they just watch. You get 1 guy coming in, same guy who challenged initially, from out of nowhere because he knows the shot is coming. At least they actually challenged in 2 and not 1. In 1 the dude does literally nothing. In 2 the defense is bad, but the final shot is fairly close to getting blocked. Orion's saying the final shot isn't even a good one. The guy on near post literally watches it roll past him. Yeah, again, I would like more from that guy, but I think he's just sort of expecting his teammate to get the block and is surprised when he doesn't. But I think you're right that is the weak spot of this one. I don't think that invalidates the whole play, though. He's, turned around the wrong way. I don't know if you guys can see that well, but he's, coming back to net, assuming that his teammate has this block here. He's now retreating to net and sort of probably could have side-flipped and cleared that out, but that would be a pretty nice save if he did that, I think. World-class defense wouldn't allow a 6-point pass play slower than my toddler running to ever happen. I hope you've got your toddler in some kind of, Olympic sprinting training program, because this ain't that slow. It's not that slow. It is slow, sure, but this is not obscenely slow where the defense has all the time in the world to challenge it. It is just not fast, is what this is. They are like snappy passes, you know, at relatively low speeds, but they're not like, you know, atrociously slow. Last pass had that guy try to pre-jump a shot. When they passed again, he backwards diagonal flipped. I count that as a fucking challenge, and if it's not, at least they actually fucking challenged, unlike one. Hi, saying the only defense thing that could have been better here, in my opinion, is getting a lucky read at goal. But I haven't been here, so take it with a grain of salt. Wait, how is this even close? That's just a double. That's what we keep saying. Hi. Person supposed to challenge after the bad 50-50 was out of boost and opted to stay in goal instead of lunging and leaving his teammate in a 1v3. Yeah, that's kind of my read of it too, Farabah, although that is definitely, you know, given some benefit of the doubt. Coming back to net after not challenging. After seeing that his teammate has a better angle on it, or has already committed to it. I don't know if he actually had a better angle on it, but I don't know. It's hard to see what happens and how this Demoqz guy gets turned around. He's sitting right here. I can't figure out what's going on with that Demoqz guy. Does he do anything that makes sense in this clip? So he's over here in the corner, been grabbing a boost that isn't there. And then he goes back over to the post, and it seems like he's kind of just driving around in circles. I really can't figure out what's going on with that guy. And two, the defense just sits and watches. And one, the defense are just completely powerless, and that's a big thing for me. The defense is completely powerless in both of them. I don't understand. I would just, can one of you guys, like, try to describe to me the moment in this clip where a defender had a chance to stop it and didn't? Can one of you guys just tell me the moment where that happens? Because you guys are so fucking sure that it exists, and I don't know where. I can't find it. Again, like, right before the ball goes in, this guy here could have made a nice save. He could have made what would have been a very nice save. And that's the only weak, like, moment I see where the defense has a hope of stopping this. You don't know that. He could be a silver in a casual game with his buddies. Could be. Literally, he would have used it, and even if he didn't, who the fuck doesn't use their boost after someone scores? Ask me how I know, because I just know. It's not silver level. You're assuming it's not a casual game. Worst argument I heard was it's just a shot. Yeah, that was pretty bad. That was definitely worse than... I don't think he has boost because he went for boost and it wasn't there. I think Bat's making a lot more sense than it's just a shot. A fucking corner double touch is better than a 6-point pass play. Second argument I heard is that it was not challengeable. I think the guy in net just expected his teammate to hit the ball too. Yeah, that's my read of it. Proved to me number one wasn't casual as well. Yeah, we're all making really dumb arguments. Like, I honestly don't think I've heard anyone make like a good point in this whole conversation. I feel like everyone's just flinging ridiculous bullshit at the other play, and that's the entirety of this discussion so far. 50-50 was the only chance, that's it. Yeah, I think the 50 could have been better. 50 could have been better, the save at the end could have been better, but, you know, doesn't really bug me that much. We rock league on a regular basis, and we know that you challenge the ball. Where? Am I getting through to you, 6ix9ine? Are you understanding this point? Where do they challenge the ball? Even if you whiff, that applies to the other dude. The other dude should, in the other play, they should have challenged the ball. And, you know, even if you whiff, you could have at least screwed up his timing here. That dude should be up in the air right here, going to, you know, challenge the ball. But he doesn't. He just lets him get this shot off scot-free. It's the same fucking thing in both plays. Just go because it's a challenge and the rotation continues. Okay, so your point is they should have just flung a body at this play, and that would magically make the orange team go, or the blue team go, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't realize you guys didn't want us to score. I'm terribly sorry. Here, you guys take the ball. You guys go score. It's fine. We don't need to win this game. That's your argument. They should have just just flung themselves pointlessly at a ball they couldn't have stopped, and that would be good defense. How would that help? That would leave your last teammate in net on a 3v1 or break the ball loose and cause him to hesitate. Can't tell if 6ix9ine is arguing against one or two. Yeah, seriously. There are 3 players on the field. One has to go for it and challenge at the very least. Where? When? At what point in this play does the defense have a viable challenge on the ball? At what point? Please, someone describe to me the situation in which there is a challenge that could have actually done something. Even if he doesn't hit the ball, the guy behind him then has a better chance because the play has been disrupted. Same is true of number 2, man. He could have gone up there. That's a tough shot. He could have gotten in his way, and you know what? He should have at least aerialed up and at least made the guy have to worry about him. Instead, he just sort of fucks around in front of net for 5 seconds, being totally useless. Same thing is true of number 1. Rotation wouldn't continue because if he misses, there are 2 boostless players upfield and there's still 1 man in goal. An unfortunate 50 started the whole fucking play. Yeah, that's how this play starts. That's literally the start of this play. It's some guy just challenging, you know, just diving at the ball, just challenging for challenge sake. And then again, at the end of the clip, is a guy just challenging just to challenge. So you guys are saying, just challenge the ball. Well, the motherfucker is just challenging the ball. He's just doing it. He just doesn't actually have a hope of stopping it because they're keeping the ball out of reach of the defense with some pretty solid passing. You're sitting here acting like there are no challenges in this play. There are 2. They do twice what you are saying they should just do. So what the fuck is your issue? And then 5 more passes went unchallenged. No. 3 more passes went unchallenged. It's challenged, and then it's 1, 2, 3, and then that one is challenged. But he can't get there in time because they're actually doing a really good job of passing around the defense. Very first challenge could have stopped the play if the dude had challenged slightly differently. Yeah, I mean, that's if they were making that argument, I would have a harder time dealing with it because, yeah, it does seem like both of the challenges are pretty bad. But their argument is literally just throw yourself at the ball. It doesn't matter if you have any hope of hitting it or not. So, whatever. 1 out of 3, and that's good, Rocket League. Again, I don't think they have any viable challenges. I think they're waiting for a chance where they can actually do something with the challenge. Your theory of Rocket League is just hurl yourself at the ball, and their theory of Rocket League is wait until you can actually hit the ball to hurl yourself at it. And both seem pretty viable to me, and it seems like it's a pure taste distinction between the 2. What's the vote line? 2 to 6 or 2 to 5? I think it's 2 to 7 now. 7 people on number 2, 2 people on number 1. It is just 6, 9, and Orion going for number 1. Why are we taking away from the play? Because one guy messed up on defense? Yeah, and I mean, again, oftentimes I think it is perfectly valid to make that argument, but again, in neither of these cases is the defense relevant to the play. So I think making it the defense sucks argument on number 2. I mean, the reason they're making that argument, Farba, is because they're saying, well, a competent defense would have stopped this. So it's not like this is some amazing play here. It's just that they were the lucky ones who tried this maneuver against a shitty defense. There were probably 50 other times where people tried to do passes like this, but then like a good defense stopped them. So the only reason this is here is because the defense is shitty, which means it's not that good of a play. So that's the argument they are making. I just disagree that the defense is shitty and that they actually had an opportunity to stop this. That's the part I disagree with. Everywhere, all the time. So 6ix9ine's grand theory of Rocket League is ball chase like a motherfucker. That's what you're saying? The fact that these guys are not just mindlessly ball chasing makes them terrible Rocket League players and makes the clip irredeemably bad. That's your argument? 2 is nice. Look at Hyde speaking reasonably. 2 is nice as there is almost nothing the defense could have done, even though he's throwing that could have in there. And it's the same in 1, but the difference is a 5-man passing play is better than a corner double touch. This is why you need to play Rocket League, Alec, because we know in 1 you can't do shit, and 2 throw a challenge at it. In 1, throw a challenge at it! I don't understand how you don't see that part of the argument. 1 is just as dumbly challengeable. If your argument is just throw a body at the ball, it doesn't matter if you miss, you'll at least break their concentration. The same is true of this motherfucker right here who goes and takes a nap out at the front of the goal circle. If that is your argument, that you should just throw yourself at the ball because it'll fuck them up, then it applies to 1 as well. I don't see any rhyme or reason in what you were saying, man. I don't see any at all. We can confidently say that on 2, the players are all fairly high level, and people who are doing the passing play are well-known high-tier players. Are they? I don't know any of them. Also, we're not supposed to consider rank anyways. Yeah, exactly. Oh man, am I like really far behind right now? Oh fuck. All right, let me try to catch up, guys. I didn't realize how far behind I was. Jesus Christ. Doing get your time, you see the amount of space. Just because you don't hit the ball doesn't mean you shouldn't try and challenge. Applies to one as well. You got two dudes sitting in the fucking net watching the passes. Applies to one as well, except it's 2v2, so it applies, you know, it's only one guy. If someone less than net, can everyone stop down and stop typing in all caps? Even if the guy commits, then the pink card at the end would still miss because he's dodging a bump. Even if the guy commits, then the pink card at the end would still miss because he's dodging a bump. I'm not sure which play that's about. Chat is very poggers, yup. What would that even do? They can just continue the play. Do their two dudes watching the pass and go down without a challenge and lower their percentage of actually saving the shot. Both are shit. Just give it to the clip too because of the passing. Play keep it away and doing a sick passing play. Oh shit, when can they even challenge? Anytime. They don't have enough time. Pick one, just go. Well, my issue is the defense should have just challenged, Alec. You don't fucking wait. That's not Rocket League. You go. You never wait. The same is true of play number one. The same is true of play number one. Oh my god. Best play in Rocket League history was off of 50-50. Okay. It's not Rocket League. You go. You never wait. When you wait, you get this. That's why it's a shit play. Same is true of number one. Jesus fuck, yes you do. I can. What the fuck are you talking about? Try fucking going halfway across the field in 1 to 2 seconds. The two challenges they make aren't even that bad. Both the players get very close to the end of the play. How do we know how much boost they have? So sitting in net and watching the other team hit the ball to each other in front of your goal is good Rocket League according to everyone except me and 6ix9ine. This is ridiculous. The same is true of play number one. In this one, the guy just sits in front of the net and watches the ball go by. Are you guys watching a different play here? Is there a third orange guy who is flinging himself up at this ball that I can't see because my eyes suck? I feel like we're looking at different plays here because what I see is the same thing here as in the other one, where a guy like waits for his moment but then doesn't get it because a nice offensive attack comes out. The same is true of both plays. As far as I can tell, the only difference is this is a tight angle double tap and the other is a 5-point pass play. And I pick a 5-point pass play over a tight angle double tap. But literally everything you guys have said about the defense in number two is just as true of the defense in number one. It's the theory, not my grand theory. Go for the ball. It takes 2 seconds to wave trash across the field. Rotate. Saying fuck this play is not an argument. This is why you need to play the game, Alec, because you can't. Yes, you can. And you can in one. You're saying shit like they have to rotate and stuff. The play took 7 fucking seconds. There are two guys watching in net because of the speed of the play. Just like in one. One is 10,000%, 100,000% more savable than two. Imagine if you flip back to net, picked up the 2 boost pads in front of net and aerial, 24 boosts and easy save. Two guys watching in net. You don't see it because you don't play. 6ix9ine. I've spent more time watching Rocket League than you spent playing Rocket League. I don't see how me playing Rocket League has anything to do with this specific instance. I'll grant there's certain times where like, you know, there's things that kind of intuitively make sense to people because they play Rocket League, but it you know, doesn't make sense to me because I haven't in years. But in this case, I'm looking at how much time it would take a motherfucker to get to a place. And that doesn't seem to have anything to do with whether or not I play Rocket League. I don't. Maybe if I started playing Rocket League, this guy would like magically get better at Rocket League or something. Maybe that's your argument. I don't know. But I don't see how I'm missing something here. You're missing that this guy's doing the same shit you're mad about in the other play. That's what's being missed here. 3 players, they all go, it's poor defense. If none go, it's poor defense. If one goes and the rest wait and continue to rotate, then it's good defense. 2 is not good defense at all, but neither is 1, so the argument cancel out. In 1, the defense literally can't do anything. Yes, it's the same fucking thing! In 1, he might not get there, but he can still throw himself at the ball and maybe disrupt the thing. And in 2, they won't be able to get there, but they can still throw themselves at the ball and maybe disrupt the thing. It's the same fucking thing! I feel like I'm taking crazy pills. You can say defense can't do anything about any play. It's a bullshit argument. Not that hard to read. The attacker did it. In 1, they could have challenged any time. Yes, Shutson, we're bogged down in a stupid argument. Smell Wacon, tell me who to vote for. It's not often he makes an actual argument. As I said before, in play 1, if that Batmobile rotates down the left side of the middle line, picks up boost, and has a back post aerial save, one of the easiest reads too. That's what I keep saying, man. You have 2 people waiting for something to happen. Well, it's a 3v3. This is a 2v2, so there's only 1 person waiting for it to happen. I think that's a bullshit argument, man. Do you like just a 5-point pass play or just a double touch? Yeah, that's basically what it comes down to. It's not true of 1, not at all. I will argue that to the death, Alec. All right. I mean, that's a dumb hill to die on. but okay. I have 4,700 hours in Rocket League. Oh man, how much time have I spent watching Rocket League? Say 3 hours a day, every day for 2.5 years. So it's probably pretty close, but I think you've got me just slightly beat. They can't help but watch in one. You cannot challenge that. It won't work. A three-man defense who are already back and not having to rush back to defend a counterattack should coordinate themselves and cut out the passes. I don't see why you guys think that. Look at where this guy is right there, right? And then he just, instead of challenging the ball, goes and waits in front of net. Let's do it again. Let's do it again, because I just really want to belabor this point. Look at him right here, right? Like, you know, plenty. He could totally go up and just interfere with this in some way. He totally could do it. Even if he doesn't have boost, he could totally, you know, get up there by the time that this dude gets all his shit done and interfere with the play. But instead, right, instead of coming up here and getting in the way of this play like you guys want them to in the other one, instead, he just goes and waits in front of net. It's the same fucking thing. Maybe they challenge in two if they can somehow teleport across the field. It's wrong there. If they rotated back post, they could save it. The guy doesn't even flip back. Why are we even arguing about this? 6ix9ine and Orion are obviously content with dying on their hill, so just nominate 2. No, it's not. No, it's not. It's not the same at all, period. I'm going to say you have no idea what you're talking about here. Oh man, everyone else in chat agrees with me, so I'm feeling pretty fucking confident right here. So you and Orion over there, like, you know, just doing whatever you guys are doing, and then everyone else in chat is going, yeah, it's the same thing. So I'm feeling pretty good about myself right here. Really isn't. I mean, you say they couldn't challenge, but that touches the backboard uncontested. I don't know. Went through the air uncontested. Someone could tap that. We have a 3v3 with 2 people doing nothing, and a 2v2 where they both got beat. It's not the same. Pass was uncontested. You can challenge anywhere, anytime. I'm actually fucking done, at least if we have the same standard. 6ix9ine and Orion set up for 2 and 1. They're rushing back from defense. They were both back already and defending, and it's challengeable, but they're on offense and have to scramble back and can't do anything about it because of the speed of the play. You can challenge anything. No, you can't. It's way too fast. Fuck, I wish I could get on stream and draw on screen and show how easy this guy's save could have been. Couldn't challenge in 2 because way too many passes. Exactly. Number 2 is way too fast. Holy shit, how brain dead are you guys? Number 2 is at a snail's pace. Maybe it's this guy who doesn't have any boost. Also, I don't know if this has been said, but your hours in Rocket League are literally irrelevant. No one cares. No, they aren't. Left was wrong about memory. How many hours does he have? About 9,000. Tally up the votes. I think it's 8-2 right now with 2 winning. Both of these shots are able to be saved if they know the other team's intentions. The backman in 1 would have been able to jump. Had the guy in 2 been able to read the play, he would have saved it 2. Left has 9,000 hours. Why is he still so bad? All right, we caught up. Woo! All right, so I mean, it's a junior prize for 1 and a full prize for 2, right? Orion and 6ix9ine aren't budging, and they seem pretty solidly on the 1 side, so that gets it a junior prize, and everyone else in the goddamn world is going for number 2, so that gets it the full prize. I mean, I don't know. I just want to take another look at this and see where it is that you guys think that the defense could have stopped this ball, because you're saying that they're just sitting around doing nothing. And I feel like they're waiting for an opportunity that never comes. That's what I see happening here. There is no way you get to just claim that you were trolling this whole time, 6ix9ine. There is no fucking way. No. That's not even a troll, man. That's just like a kamikaze mission of anger. It is funny because my thought was like, I was actually surprised you were going against the passing play, but you have recently toned down your love of passing plays a little bit. You have. So I was like, okay, I guess 6ix9ine just isn't really into passing as much anymore. Junior prizes, it gets half as much as the other one, so it would get 9 and the other one would get 18. This is literally just some weird ego boost by 6ix9ine. He has now said his toddler could stop too, said he could. It's waiting to say for someone to say 6 isn't voting for a passing play. Good luck, Orion, defending this shitty play now. I was very surprised I wasn't alone defending the mechanical play. God damn it, 6'9". This is how you lose people's respect, by the way, 6'9". If it had been Orion and some random motherfucker, I would not have kept that argument going for so long. Because I respect your opinion, 6'9", and I respect you as you know, a judge of Rocket League. And now that is just like, oh well, maybe he's just trolling. Maybe he's just trolling from now on. When have I ever questioned you because you don't play? Never. It's a ton better than 1. Knew my instinct was right. Well, 6'9", this would have been dead half an hour ago. At least. We wouldn't have even had a final round. We wouldn't have even had an argument about it if it weren't for 6'9". You just wasted 45 minutes of my time. Could have been finished with homework. I mean, let's be real. You weren't gonna just go do your homework. You were gonna fuck around and do some other shit for 45 minutes. All right, well, before anyone else gets any funny ideas, let's just... Meeting adjourned. Congratulations, Demoqz, Banana Man, and Shin. You guys are our winners from today. I know, honestly, Orion's the one I feel bad for. Orion just got betrayed. Orion just got like, you know, you guys were like standing there like back to back, just like fighting off like onslaughts of enemies, and then literally at the end, 6'9" just turns around, stabs Orion in the back and goes, "You think I'd vote for a fucking double touch?" And Orion just like stares up at him with like betrayal in his eyes as like the light fades from them.